And we're live. Clapping for the start of the stream.
Yay!
So, it's May 23. I've already done more streams than I did all last year. Today's going to be like... So this is one that I've been avoiding, and not because of the printer. I do, and I apologize to LDO. I appreciate LDO. Jason sent this kit over last year, and I haven't gotten around to it. I have opened it, because I needed to know what kind of parts I got before I printed some parts. So I've looked through it a little bit, but that's as far as I got. But today we are going to start the Voron Trident build. Now this is the 250 kit. There's a 250 and a 3, I believe. But these aren't always my favorite streams to do, and that's hence why I avoid it some. Because it's a lot of me reading manuals, trying to figure out how things go together. There's all kinds of different parts. It's definitely going to be multiple streams, maybe 3 or 4, because they're long-winded builds. The Trident's not so bad, but still, while live streaming, it takes forever. So, enter sidekick mode. And I'm just going to go ahead and bring her in. I have this 3 for view here, but we'll make do. There she is, clapping for all the way from the laundry room.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
So yeah, I'm hoping that as I am reading and building things and going back and rebuilding things because I didn't do it correctly the first time, we'll have somebody to keep you entertained and keep up with chats and do all that kind of good stuff. So there it is. That's what we're doing today. There's a whole bunch of people in chat. Chris Travis is here. Jackie Briley's here. Alan B. George White. Jose. All kinds of good folks. Dan is here. So we're going to have a good time. We'll see what we can do. But today, honestly, I'll be lucky to get it all out of the box and figure out what we have. Oh, something's coming in. The bougie coffee fund. All right. Andrew, thank you very much for the 15. It's appreciated.
Thank you.
Bougie. That's a word that I recently learned the meaning of.
I enjoy
honestly. It. Ricky Tanner is here. Steve is here. Also, as a side tip, the Trident, you know, all the Voron folks kind of have a flagship. Well, not all of them. There's a few of the Voron folks that were kind of the flagship driver of certain builds. And the Trident build is actually kind of responsible. Steve, if you know him from Steve Builds, and Charlie the Cat. We're good friends with Steve. We always like to stop and chat with Steve when we see him at these events. So that's also kind of, I'm glad we're doing the Trident because, you know, Steve worked really hard on this thing. So props to Steve. I'll probably be watching his videos after I do this stream to figure out what I did wrong. So there is that. I guess we're just going to have to go for it.
We're just going to have to dive right in.
All right. So I do have another combined view here to go to this. My ceiling camera is very blue. Do I really want to take the time to adjust it? I don't want to, but I probably should actually try to be somewhat of an adequate YouTuber. How do you do that? There it is. YouTube's just not my thing. I'm more of a sit on the couch kind of guy. There we go. That's a little better. Let's try that. All right. So, my kit is different from the kit that you probably would get because I'm super extra special. No, I don't know. Jason throws stuff in here like, hey, would you try this? I heard they explode. And I'm like, okay, I'll try. No, most of these kits, I don't believe they come with a hot end. Like, you bring your own hot end. You bring your own Raspberry Pi. Some, I don't know if like on main boards, if they all come with main boards. Voron kits are very scratch build type kits. LDO, like they were meant to source themselves, right? LDO has gone to great lengths to try to get you a fully qualified kit to get all of this stuff done. So what is in this box might not be in the box that you purchase. These kits are rather hard to get, I've seen. They're not always in stock. I did look up Printed Solid. I put a link down in the description for them. They seem to be always sold out, and the kit, again, you have to provide your own hot end and all these other things, and the kit's still almost $1,400. And it is just a pile of parts. So if building is your thing, this is for you. Next hurdle that we're going to talk about is, I don't know where we're going to put all of this stuff while I'm trying to build other parts of it. So we're just going to have, as usual, per usual, we're going to have boxes laying around all over the basement.
What would we estimate? 3 builds?
3 or 4 probably.
Yeah, it's going to be a long road.
I have a spider friend in here. Hopefully he's not the poisonous kind.
Where'd that box come from?
This came from LDO. I'm guessing they shipped directly from China, but that's that spider is definitely one of
Is that a basement spider?
my own spiders. And I don't even know what we're gonna do to. Whoa! I got a brush. It's the little things that make me happy, as you know. Yes.
Ooh, fancy.
Comb my
Those
hair.
are always handy. Brush your teeth with that. Yeah,
Anyway.
tasty.
So we got a box of fans here. All this stuff I'm going to be using much later. Like I said, today, if we can get, because there's half a dozen different lengths of extrusion. I mean, there's all kinds of things to this build. So if we get the extrusion lined up and we have even part of the frame done, I'll be pretty happy. Cable kit. Oh my gosh, a box full of stepper drivers. It's an octopus board, if you're familiar with that. Good old Big Tree Tech. Revo hot end is what this box says. So it does have a Revo, and it's the I believe that is the Voron type, or is that just the screw down type? Because isn't there like a Voron Revo? I'm not up on my Revos. I shouldn't say that. If Georgia heard that, she'd be like, "What?" But so it's a Revo. So we're gonna figure out how to get that on there, and we got a red and blue nozzle, whatever sizes those might be. Power supply. I can always tell you it's a Meanwell of some type. I'll put this over here. Also, if I shout it out, I can go back and watch the stream when I can't locate the parts later. And I go, oh, I put it over there.
I should be keeping track of this for you.
Well, you were a good sidekick.
Yeah.
Write all this down, like prepare a map with arrows. You messed up here.
20 paces.
Ding.
20 paces from the computer.
Yes. Remember when you were talking about that stupid crap that didn't make any sense? That's when you lost it. This is it's a screen. Big Tree Tech touch screen, and it does come with a model for 1 gig Raspberry Pi. Oh. I did actually buy a Raspberry Pi the other day. I know, that sounds weird, but I was able to buy one. The Pi Hut actually got a shipment of them, and if you got on at the right time, I guess you could actually get a hold of one. So I was doing something foolish. And one no longer works. I let the smoke out of it, so I did have to acquire another one. So one should be showing up at some point, and it was only, I think, like with shipping and everything, it was only $75. Okay, so electronics, wiring stuff, more motors. What is this?
Mike Fancy wants to know if it's the
Power
Pi
cable.
that's driving up the cost of Voron.
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Well, and like a lot of the kits say, bring your own Raspberry Pi. I mean, what, like, if you got on Amazon today and somebody would actually sell you a Raspberry Pi, it'd probably be like $200.
Did you find one?
Yeah, Pi Hut had some,
Yeah, you
but
found
for like
one.
2 hours they had some.
Yeah, it was still $100.
Well, they ship from the UK, so I had to pay
Oh yeah, you paid out
$20
the
in
nose
shipping.
for shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Found one.
whoa, this build plate is stout. What is in here? I like this cardboard. I could build things with this cardboard.
Use that for a
Hello.
put your printer on it. I don't know if that would work or not.
Can't hurt. Can't beat a shaky table.
No way.
Got a powder coated sheet. This thing is serious, man.
What
Oh, they
version
put
of
the
pie was that you picked up?
I bought, it was a Pi 4 4 gig. That's all they had. That's the only version they had. This one for the kit was a 1 gig 4. That is a hunk of metal, and they already put the silicone heater on it for me, which I really appreciate. But that is a serious bed.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be needing that in 3 or 4 months from now. I'm keeping the cardboard out because I'm going to play with that. Well, I'm already out of room. Here, Orange Juica, hold this for me. There you go. I hope I don't, like, try to kick off a print before I move that box later. High temp version motors. Looks like a 365 and two 425s. Fasteners. Oh my gosh, that thing weighs like 80 pounds. Motion. There's that spider again. Pulleys and such. Come on, buddy. I don't want to squash you, but you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. And this is all the rails and such. All right, Spider, you do what you got to do. Crawl around in that box. Do whatever you feel like. I have some of the printed parts, by the way. I have more than enough printed parts to get us through today, but I was kind of waiting to get started to print the rest of them. So I don't even think I'll probably even get into printed parts, but I have a couple. All right, so now I'm going to switch over to this one because I really don't think you're going to get much. You're not going to get much action today, but we'll do what we can. So, the one thing, I'm not paying attention to chat. I'm sorry, all. If you see anything interesting, yell it out.
I'm working. I'm kind of watching it.
Work it.
You can turn my square off if you want to. I'm fine either way, but if it would be easier for you, you can turn my little square off.
They probably want to see you in the square more than they want to see my face.
Well,
I'm kind of in the center. I was talking yesterday. I need to put like tape. Stand here.
I feel bad.
I'm gonna stand.
You are your own square. Yes.
If I backed up, okay. If I backed up enough, I could
Yeah,
actually
you
like
can
right size
be-
this. Hold on.
Let me sit up
Yeah,
a
sit
little bit
straight.
too, and I'll scoot over. Oh, I'll scoot this way. There we go. Hello, hello.
And then I could be your arms.
Broke down, robot.
All right. Anyway.
All right, enough play.
All right. It's Saturday, man. I don't know what to tell you. They gave some PETG in here. Interesting. They got some tools. They got a whole bunch of zip ties. Handles. Wow, look at this hardware. My gosh. It's like every size screw they make. Somebody says, why Voron Trident? I don't pick them, I just build them. Jason came to me and he said, hey, you need a Voron kit. And because we did switch wire 2 years ago, probably now. It's been forever ago. And it was the same way. He's like, hey, I'm sending you this. You should totally build it. And I'm like, okay, because I trust Jason. I just do what he says. so he said, "Hey, you need a Trident kit," and he's like, "You'll, watch the mail." And so I said, "Okay," and that's how we started with the Trident kit. That's the only reason. And I'm really not. I'm the last person that needs another 3D printer. I'm just doing it to check out the kit, have fun, experience Voron Trident as it is. So there's no reason, just because. So I'm gonna unwrap all this stuff. Trident Bestant. I keep wanting to chew gum. What's the Trident slogan? The Fresh Maker? No, that's a mint slogan. Trident. I worked almost 30 minutes on the thumbnail for this video. Oh yes, and it's space gray, which is actually a really cool color. It almost kind of has a lavender purplish tint to it when you hold it to the kind of work it in the light. It's a really cool color. You can get them in many colors. Not small colors, lots of colors. And this appears to be all 2020 extrusion. It's a nice color. Space gray. What is the, I'm guessing, best color combo for Joker build on Voron or Rat Rig? Well, you have to go green and purple, and maybe some white. Maybe. What color are the printed parts? So I'm completely unimaginative. And I just happen to have a whole bunch of filaments, a certain color. So with the space gray, so on Vorons you can do two colors. You can do what do they call it, an accessory color. This is a 250, yes. I'm doing black for primary, and a gunmetal gray for secondary with my space gray. And again, I don't have all the parts printed, so that could change at any time if I don't like what I'm seeing. But that's where we're going to start anyway. I thought the frame kind of said it all. I really enjoy the color of the frame, so I didn't want to overshadow it with some bright, flashy colors. Plus, I'm kind of a monochrome guy anyway. I like to keep it simple.
Glenn Hogue is here. Hello, Glenn.
Glenn is here. Accent. Did I say accessory? Accent color. Duct tape gray. That is a color. Do you like the shiny type or the matte finish? I'm all about shiny. Hello from, does that say Siberia? Serbia? Oh, sorry. Serbia. I was like, Siberia. Whoa. Serbia.
Serbia. Still pretty far away, though. And I don't think it's as cold there.
I like to poke at the chat people. Siberia. Okay, so here's the next challenge. Actually, I need to sort my extrusions.
Clear duct tape? Do they make clear duct tape?
They make duct tape with bacon on it. I've seen that.
Ooh.
Bacon tape. The tastiest of tapes.
I think I've seen some with like mustaches and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all pretty fun.
I've seen the mustache. And the little duckies, of course. You have to have duckies on duct tape. Duct tape. You always know that one guy that needs to be really specific about everything. That's the guy that tries to correct you about calling it duct tape rather than duct tape.
Duct tape.
I know it's duct tape, but duct tape is more fun.
Bacon scented filament.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never printed any of the food filament.
Well, and With bacon is a very difficult smell to manufacture.
I
You know,
would
like
think.
it's hard to replicate.
I introduced you when we were in Loveland. I introduced you to Alex, and Alex is he's a like if you find him in the crowd, it's like, oh yeah, that's that guy. But if you don't know, he's like the protopasta master guru of adding things to filament. And he has added bacon to filament before. The most creative one I ever got though was that Christmas tree one. They like grind up old Christmas trees and put it in the filament. It's pretty cool, but it kind of just smells like burned wood.
Still though, tiny. How'd the bacon went? Have you smelled? So you haven't smelled the.
I've never been around the bacon one. What's the stuff called after they're done brewing beer?
Yeast. Or,
No, the spent wort.
Oh,
I've had filament that was made with wort, so buzz filament or whatever it was called. It smells like you're cooking toast.
Huh.
It's a very odd sensation.
Hmm.
All right, so the LDO kit, they have like, so there's the Voron manual that is quite extensive. So we're going to try to use some of that. But there is like, what do you want to call it? It's kind of it's a sidecar manual. There's a word for that. Not appendix. Supplement. That the kit from LDO does things a little bit different because remember, like the Voron stuff is supposed to be like self-sourced. They use nut rails, which I like to call them nut bars because it sounds like something you get at the gas station. But some of those have to go in before you assemble. So I'm kind of like dancing in between two manuals to try to get the lay of the land here. So here we go. I'll be over here. You can't see me. We really don't use, I thought about moving like down the window. I really don't get over here very often as I do stand over here at the computer. So I thought about taking this one and putting it over here. But that's not the one I want. I want this one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. So then doing that and then doing one of these.
Well, there you go. That's better.
So maybe let's try that for a little bit and see how that works.
I think that's better.
All right.
That way you don't have to stand in one spot to be seen.
I don't
Move
disappear
around the table
randomly.
freely.
Okay. And they do kind of, the manual gives you like, they let you lay them all out, and the manual shows you need this one, or you need this one. So that's kind of nice. So I can probably slide this over here, and then kind of pick it from there.
Hiding behind me.
Yes. Duck and cover tape. I like that. Brewery smells like a bakery. Breweries are always fun to go to. For some reason, I don't remember leaving.
When I was baker at the school district, they would, my little area always smelled like beer. My proofing oven would smell like beer and yeast and.
Oh yeah, that's right. This there's a whole bunch of heat inserts in Voron builds, and my Weller doesn't fit that. I'll have to go get the Hacko to use that, but I don't even know if we're gonna get that far today, honestly. Let's sort some. I know it seems like I have no faith that I'm going to get stuff done today, but I really have no faith that I'm going to get anything done today. So, we'll see.
I'm just going to putter for 3 hours.
We'll see. I might be taking a nap within one. Nobody puts a baby in the corner. I guess it really, to be fair, it wasn't going to be long before that came up. Inserts, T-nuts. Now, maybe I got a kit before the rails were a thing, which is fine with me because I think it actually lets you have a little bit more freedom to build. Because you don't have to put in those rails. But I don't see any of the rails unless they are with the rails. This is all plastic and such. Nope, they're right here. This is what I'm talking about. These have to go in that extrusion before you can build. They're nice, but you have to do the steps in the right order, or you'll cry later. Thomas, the Maker Viking, just joined us as a member. Thank you, Thomas.
Thomas, thank you.
I saw Derek has the yellow sticker today. That means you're in your second month of being a member. Yay! I don't know how. I did like 7 colors or something, I think. But I think like the top one is gold or something. I don't remember. But anything worth doing is worth doing 3 times. Oh, Uncle Ron is here. Hello, Ron. James, I'm pretty flat on my color parts. I'm planning on just black and gunmetal. But we'll see if that changes. And remember, kids, when you're building the Voron, we're dealing with blind screws. They thread the end of the extrusion, and then they use the head of that screw in the slot of an alternate extrusion. And then there's a hole where you tighten them through. Probably most of you know all of that, but just putting it out there. All right, so let's just get started here by landing some of our 5mm bolts, just to make a little bit of progress. Buenas tardes, amigos. C extrusion, A extrusion, H extrusion. My head's gonna blow up. Doesn't really matter. All of these have to have screws in them. It's 2 shorties.
Well, Uncle Ron is basement bragging rights now too. Yeah.
Because he's the bestest.
Heck yeah.
All right, hold on here. I don't even remember the last thing I built. We've been just pulling them out of the box and going, ta-da! But I really haven't built much. So I got a short and a short, and then they say there's one with a hole in it. One of the... Oh, there's one of these. Well, there's 2 of those with a hole in it. The back one has a hole in it, and the B extrusion has a hole in it. The B and the C. Oh, no. The B one is the longer one. Build on a flat surface. You got it. So I need to pull one of these. The 2 short ones. And one of these. Which one is H? This is exactly what I was talking about. Frame sizes, 250 space frame. After the frame goes together and you get everything kind of laid out, it's not so bad. C extension.
Well, that's a good idea. Somebody said that he labeled all the extrusions since they are almost all the same length.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
But not all of these are going to be threaded either. I don't believe. Just this side. Yeah. Yes, labeling is a good idea. It's all extrusion to me.
You're talking here, Uncle Ron may not make it to Murph. Do you usually come to Murph, Ron? I don't even know. I don't recall seeing you there last year, but that doesn't mean that, you know, that was my first one, so I don't really know.
He's come quite a few times, but you're right, he wasn't there last year.
Yeah.
But we always catch him at Earth.
We catch him at Earth.
That's right. Somebody put out a tweet today that said there was like 36 days to Murph. I haven't started on anything for Murph.
We have ideas, though.
Oh,
We're in the planning process.
I got so many ideas.
We don't want to disrupt your creative flow either. You know?
I had so many plans. We threw away 3 good plans to come up to go with this one.
Absolutely. You don't rush this process.
Oh. You can't rush things like this. This one. Nope, this one. So many ideas. Too bad I can't put any of them together. Like, man, that's a great idea. Now to find somebody to actually execute. So I'm guessing that all of the blind, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say all the blind connections are the 16th. So we're just going to go for that. We'll have to do it eventually anyway. Death Cube.
What is Death Cube?
That's a user in the chat right now. Sometimes they have very creative names.
I see you. Nice handle.
Yeah. What's your handle? Breaker. 4-9er. Never did understand Niner, but all right. What's gonna replace the claw machine? That's the real question. It's like I was at Colorado. At that Rip Rap Fest, and the kids were just lined up. And, you know, Dad would come over, Mom would come over, and we'd chat or whatever. And the whole time I was thinking, I'm never going to top it. Claw machine, giving kids free stuff. I don't know what's better than that. So, unless I, like, brought in a whole slip and slide or something. I mean, you know, it would have to be at that level. 3D printed bounce house. I don't know. Hold on. Christian Gore rock band? I don't know that I want to know what that is. These words don't go together. Oh, there you go. Glenn would know that, wouldn't he? Niner is used to distinguish the German Nein.
Ah, so...
That's why they say Niner.
Aha. Very nice.
See? You learn, you grow.
Thanks, Glenn. T-shirt cannon launching benchies. I like it. It's all fun and games, though, until somebody loses an eye.
I'm always up for a lawsuit. Some kid. Ah! A banshee embedded in their forehead.
Ajax has subscribed. Hello, Ajax.
Yes.
They scream Jesus.
All right.
Like
Guar. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Guar.
Good old
yes.
Guar. Haven't seen them in a while. I had a dream about Primus the other day. I think somebody on one of the streams was talking about Primus. I don't know if I was in Primus in this dream. I don't remember. But I was pretty sure I was the guitar player. I don't remember now. Okay.
Somebody says we don't want to see anyone get hurt, but we don't want to miss it if they do. That's well said.
We
Well,
we don't want to see anyone get hurt, but let's hope somebody videos it so we can watch it a few more times.
Absolutely, over and over.
Just to make sure everybody's okay.
I will laugh while helping you up.
How true. How true. All right, so one of these dudes has a hole in it. I didn't keep track of that one. Maybe it's not one of these. One of these extrusions. There it is. Now we got everything ready to go. End of stream.
All right, that's it.
That's
See you guys
it.
later.
Welcome to stream number 45.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get it done in 3 if that's we
It's gonna be a long day. All right. So you put your front foot in, and then so there's like a video that shows you where every piece needs to go that is actually really helpful. But I'm not gonna watch that video. But so if you are building one of these, just know that you have some resources rather than watching what I'm doing here. I don't recommend that. And you do want to, it says build on a flat surface. You do want to make sure these things are pretty square when you're building them, because that's not going to be good for anybody if it's not. But we will, when we get it together, we will go through a squaring process to ensure the finest quality of build. One screw per stream.
live stream forever.
Primus is a great show, whether you're a fan or not of Primus. I've seen them a couple times over the years. Whether you're a fan or not, it's still entertaining to watch Primus play.
I don't think I've seen Primus in concert.
It's not something everybody seeks out. I can say that for sure. So, steps what? 17 through 20, and they kind of give you a guide of where these rails need to go. But I don't think we're in any danger until we get the top portion built. So we'll go a little further before I start scratching my head on this one. Other frame sizes. 4 hours later. Which one's the B extrusion again? Okay. I know exactly what's going on. But where?
Karmic Dad says if your wiring isn't neat, they won't certify your build.
I know they won't. That's why I've never been certified.
Yeah, that's not gonna work for you.
Yeah. My Voron builds are Voron-ish. That's it. Yeah, that's the only problem. So, like, thanks for the welcome. I had to wait 5 minutes. Yeah,
that's the rub.
Yeah, I do like it though. It keeps the chat, just us friends. You don't have people running in and screaming obscenities. But also, the moderators don't have to do as much. Some people just like banning people. I mean, I get it. Frontsies. Caution. May attempt to remove your eye. Yes. They should put that caution on everything that I build. It almost happened once.
We had all kinds of. Ajax says his kid played the claw machine at Rocky Mountain.
Oh.
We had all kinds of repeat visitors.
There was one kid that I think he had every type of prize over 2 days.
There's a few of them that had them all. Yeah. Times 2. That's all right, though. It's there to take. It's there for the taking, for the winning. There for the clawing.
Not like it costs anything.
Nah.
I think we had tons of different stuff, and we probably had like $50 in the whole thing.
Yeah, it's all for fun. That was probably his kid. He's probably. That's okay though. Again, there for the taking.
He was beta testing it for me.
That's right.
That one held up. I don't want to say anything bad about anyone's child, but and I'm not going to say anything bad about anybody's child, but we went to the Rev Rap Fest, had 1,000 kids play the thing. And then we were in Loveland, Colorado. 1,000 kids play the thing. We had no issues. Nothing broke. But we had a party over here and had some kids over, and it didn't last 2 hours. One of the wires got pulled out. I have no idea what happened while I wasn't watching. But so when kids play things, your mileage may vary at sometimes, I've found. But I probably wasn't watching that instance close enough. That's why that happened. Mad Mike is here. What's up, Mike? Absolutely. I never do anything neat the first time. It takes a couple iterations before I get around to making it even look remotely good. As well as square. Like I was saying before, I usually build, just get it together, and then come back and square. Yeah, it's still got. I wanted to leave all the Marlin stuff. That's the only reason I put it on the screen, is so that you could see what it was running. Plus, it has all of the. I haven't seen anybody do it yet, but it has all of the coordinates on it for X and Y. So technically, if you knew, like, if you played it once and you knew you were close to getting something, you could remember the coordinates and go back to that exact position if you were really good with the joystick. I thought that I haven't seen anybody do it, but that would be pretty interesting if somebody actually figured that out. Find the right position. Oh, no, I missed one extrusion. Oh, I was supposed to put the back one on before I put that one on. Well, we're already at our first rework step.
Oh, there's Steve. Steve Builds is here.
The man is here.
Hey, Steve. I was wondering when you were going to pop up. I was like, he should really be here for at least part of this.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be here for stream number 84.
Steve, and give Charlie a kiss from me.
You do? Yeah, you can. Heck yeah, you can. Mm-hmm. You remember when you were a kid, like, you'd go to the arcade? This 75 Kegs talking about working at an arcade, but you remember when you could, like, for 80,000 tickets, you could win an ATV?
Yeah, I remember.
or whatever it was.
Some huge, wonderful prize.
A cassette deck with a TV in it.
Oh my gosh. A ghetto blaster.
250, Steve. 250. Hey, looks done to me. Okay. The distance shown for a 250 spec frame at 25 millimeters for a 300. So there's the back piece. Extrusions are done. Cover with tape. I'm not that careful. If you're building a 250 Trident, use a 330E as a spacer to locate Y extrusions. I'm guessing that means, though, if the hole was not cut. Well, I mean, I guess the hole kind of gives you an idea, but you can use that as a spacer. So, good, good, good. Here's where I have to know, though, where all of these rails go before we put it together. And the picture that LDO gives you is almost like one of those magic eye puzzles. And in fact, I mean, I can't be the only one that there's like a trick of the eye with this screen here. So it's like, what is what? And I understand it's a 3D drawing and it's, a little difficult to lay out. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. That looks kind of.
So just so we know what I'm working on here, while I'm blindly staring at this screen. All right.
That's one of those paintings where you find the picture inside the picture.
It's like, where's Waldo, man?
Yeah, you have to kind of zone out to see it.
Gotta cross your eyes.
Yeah.
Cross your eyes to build this Voron.
Yeah. Escher drawing, is that what they're called? Is that Alan B. Escher with where you're looking at waves, but then you see the sailboat.
Yeah. It's a schooner.
It's a schooner.
It's a sailboat. All right, so you get one on each Z in the front. Those are pretty easy to spot. We'll do that. There's two smaller ones. Is that what it is, or are they all the same? There's one small. Yeah, no, I can't tell. They're all the same. They just look a little different. Oh no, because there's probably 3 millimeter ones and 5 millimeter ones. Yeah, yeah, yeah. One will be different. All right. So these are 3.
We have Steve. You can refer to Steve for any questions.
Go direct to the source.
I love it. Thank you so much for coming, Steve.
Some of the Voron guys showed up during the Switchwire build, and I had no idea who they were. So I'm glad Steve is here. At least I've talked to him in person before.
Yeah.
So all of these are 3 millimeter because I'm guessing they go with that size rail. Steve says one is different. So let's figure it out.
50-50 chance you'll get it wrong 90% of the time.
It's like plugging in a USB.
Exactly.
50-50 chance, 100% wrong.
Hole size is the same, spacing is slightly different.
Okay. Well, then we're gonna find it.
Yeah.
It's like Scooby-Doo over here.
Yeah.
Unless they put that in a different slot in this box, which that could be possible. I might not have it because these all look identical to me. Well, one is just slightly, unless you flip it upside down. two of them are slightly different. No? I don't know. What do I know about these things?
I don't know nothing. I'm just here for the ride. I'm here for the chat.
Keep on chatting.
I'm on it. I'm gonna send
All
out
right. So this one's definitely different. Did you just say hookers? What did
Twitters.
you?
Send out a
Twitter.
tweet.
Like, what? I wasn't allowed to send out to hookers.
Look, later.
Too expensive. Okay. So LDO is telling me that there is one for a 12. The 12, they show staggered spaces, but there's 5. So those are close enough that those are all identical. So there is one more floating around here that I need, is what I'm getting here. Yes. This is the one. This is what puts it all together. This is the key, the puzzle. All right. So now I know what we're doing. Sure. I got this now. Don't you worry. So that one goes on the X. So we're doing good. We're all right now.
Basement after dark. That's right, Glenn. Oh, tripods here. Hello.
Basement after dark. I hope you like seeing a heavy-set guy sleep on a couch. Hey, some people that might be their thing.
That was us after chicken wings last night.
That's right. Chicken wings.
They were so good.
All right, this Z guy, so from the picture, does it go on the side, I guess? 2 in the front, 1 on the side? Because they're showing it like through that leg. Or does it go in the front? It would always be easier if I just saw the whole build, like the whole printer. Scrolling. Glenn had chicken wings last night. We're wing twins.
All right. Chris has this marinade that he does with the egg and wing sauce.
Don't make him jealous now.
Oh, it's so good. And then this breading, he breads them and deep fries them. So good.
Yep.
So
well on my way to my first heart attack.
Oh, yes.
It's gonna be great. It's not good to have a heart attack. Don't get me wrong. I don't wish a heart attack on anybody, but getting to a heart attack is so tasty.
It's a fun ride.
Mm-hmm. Till it stops. All right, I'm scrolling still. I'm looking. So it is on the front. I don't know why it would be on the side, but the document is a little interesting. So let's go with that.
John had Chicago. Was it Chicago deep dish? That's pretty good stuff.
Taco Bell yesterday.
Ooh.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Not since my 20s. Taco Bell.
Pork belly burnt ends. That sounds good.
Yeah.
And on the Ys. And are the Y rails underneath, maybe?
Chicken curry. All of these
we always
always come back to food.
We always go to food every time.
I do like food. I am passionate about the food and drink.
Mind the carriage. You gotta mind your carriage.
Pork belly burnt ends. Oh, that sounds good too.
You don't want to get it pinched.
You guys are making me hungry.
So they are under. Yeah. Top. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 And the Y ones. Yeah. All right. Best brewery in our area.
Somebody asked. Oh, well, I'll
There's
take
lots
this
of
one.
them.
I got this. The
Now you're talking.
our yeah, amen. Our we got lots of like little breweries around. I mean, we got a couple here even in Liberty where they, brew their own, but I would say that our big micro brew here is Boulevard. And they're really good. They do a
Not so micro anymore.
not really, no, they got bought. So, and there's KC Beer Company. They're relatively new. KC Beer,
They're pretty small still.
BEIR. And they're pretty good too. They got a good Pilsner and they got, you know.
I prefer KC Beer over Boulevard. I know Boulevard is our angel, our darling.
It really
But
is.
I like KC Beer better.
We should bring a few KC beers to Murph. Glenn Hogue was just talking about bringing his own. If you are coming to Murph, I'm saying it. If you are coming to Murph and you're driving,
I'm saying it.
well, which is probably a felony to bring alcohol over state line, and you're willing to take the risk, bring a couple cans of your own. Bring your local brew.
She just wants to drink all your beer.
Well,
Don't
yes,
trust
is a
her.
cheap ploy to get all of your alcohol.
I've seen this move before.
I'll bring some KC beer. I think it's fun though. We could do a little beer exchange.
She's the one that shows up with a 6-pack and it's already missing 2. Don't trust her.
Well,
no, that would be interesting to get some different ones, because I mean it is very localized. I mean you can't get certain things in certain areas.
Steve Bills wants to know how long we're gonna be going. I what, like 1-ish?
Couple hours. I'm not gonna go real long today. Just a couple hours.
Yeah, we're gonna call it. Probably look for a good stopping place around 1 o'clock.
I'll call you on your cell if I really need you.
Well,
Steve.
there you go, and you better answer, Steve.
And you're at the Home Depot. I'll
At a wedding, answer the phone.
Load up your mulch, but if
my daughter's getting married.
But if I call you. No, yeah, not just a couple hours today. There will be more. I might have to end up. I don't know how long this build's gonna take, but I might end up like having to do some evening ones or something. And I know it's gonna be scary, but I might have to do it without my sidekick, depending on her availability.
See what I can do. Yeah, Jose, I believe that it is illegal to carry alcohol across state lines. It's
technically
it's a small law. They don't really bust you for it. I mean, I say that, but
somebody ends up in federal prison.
That goes back to like the prohibition in the 20s, and that's just an old law that it's not anything.
Laws.
They don't really bust you for it much anymore. I mean, they can, but eh. And some states too still have dry counties, like Arkansas and Indiana has some funny laws about alcohol. It just depends on, but most of the time it's okay.
Maryland has some unique alcohol laws.
Yeah, well, a lot of them do. Yeah. Yeah. My mother lives in Arkansas, and if you want beer on Sunday or anything on Sunday, you got to drive the 6 miles to the Missouri state line and go there.
You got to remember too, we come from Missouri where they don't care what you do at all about anything ever. We're like one of 4 states that you can, I don't remember what the combination is, but it's like you can buy liquor on Sunday, you can get a payday loan, buy lottery tickets at a convenience store, and there's one other thing. Like there's only 4 states where you can do all 4 of those things, and I don't remember what it is, but Missouri's one of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can sell liquor at 6 a.m. So here in Kansas City, if you're within so many miles of the convention center, you can stay open until 3 a.m. The bars can stay open until 3 a.m. And then they can turn around and open up again at 6 a.m. I mean, I know that there are places where you can serve 24/7, but yeah, it's not out of the. There's some bars in North Kansas City that do that. Close at 3, turn around and open again at 6.
Yeah, Car's talking about 3.5. I did have, because Colorado was always a 3-2 state. So if you wanted beer at the gas station, it wasn't the full tilt. But they've gone away from that. I did see signs at the gas stations like, we now have full beer, or whatever they called it. I don't remember, but so that was kind of interesting.
You can't buy electronic. North Jersey has blue laws where you can't buy electronics on Sundays. Now, what's that about?
What?
That's just weird.
Huh. That's
Like
interesting.
video games? Is it a
I've
save the children kind of thing?
I've never heard of that. That's interesting.
Huh.
No, you don't.
Andy says we'll need to do a Smokey and the Bandit run. That's right.
Stock car racing.
Yeah. My grandpa used to hide corn whiskey in his a bootlegger back in the day. He was born in 1912. That was a long time ago, but when he was a young man.
All right, top. Last call in New York is at 4 a.m.
4 a.m. Now, what time can they start serving, Ron?
4:30.
I would guess 6 or 7, maybe.
Well, in Alaska, they call that's like closing hour. They close for like just to sweep the floor, and then they open right back up.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, Chip Shots. You remember Chip Shots there in North Kansas City? Yeah. That's what they did. They closed for the 3 hours just to run the vacuum, clean the kitchen, and start over.
Yeah.
Somebody said that the Sunday electronics things might be for like vape and e-cigs.
Oh,
okay. I mean, right. I think it's kind of silly, but that makes sense though.
Somebody has to think them up.
Sure, why not?
I wish it was my job. I tried for years where I work. So nowadays it isn't fun anymore. Like data centers aren't fun. Data centers were never fun, but they're a lot less fun now. Because we have things like that live in the cloud, and the server names, it's just a bunch of random numbers and letters. Well, back in the day, every server had a cute name that went with it. And I always wanted to be that person. Like, that's my whole job. I just think of the names for all of the servers that go in. Because, I mean, we had everything. We had Yoda. We had, the company I work for is based in New England, so we had every Patriots player for like 70 years. I mean, yeah, but I always wanted that job. That was like the best job ever.
In Perth, open 10 a.m. on Friday, Saturday night, Sunday noon, 11 p.m., Monday through Tuesday. So 10 o'clock. Open at 10. Close at 11 or 10.
I saw something. Haven't seen Mike Fancy today. Is he here?
He's here. Well, he was. He's kind of quiet today, so maybe he just popped in to say hey.
Sorry if I missed you, Mike.
He ducked out. Yeah, I said hello to him, but.
Well, then you're obviously better than me.
Well, yes.
She didn't deny it. See that? See how quick she was to jump to that?
Yeah, I think Mike may have just popped in for a second. I haven't seen him at all.
Well, he's the bestest.
He's busy.
Oh, we're gonna have to find someplace to put all this stuff, man. What am I missing? Should I be doing something else before I finish this up? Looks like X is way down the road. How, I don't even know what we're watching. I have no idea what's going on. Hour and 10 minutes. So I'm actually doing better than I thought I would. So we're good. The Trident is the simplest of all Vorons. Boom. That's all I needed to know. Riley Family Basement Dwellers. What's up, Tom?
Hey, Tom. Derek has been a member for 1 month now.
I know. He's the first one, I believe.
Yes.
I think he was our first member, maybe.
Yay.
I don't know. One of the first members. See if Streamlabs is gonna announce that one. We had the same exact problem, Ron. We got all the Microsoft Exchange is like for mail. Exchange was mail, right? Yeah. Derek, thank you for the 10. Honestly, I'm not familiar enough with that to know about an auxiliary fan, but I do like additional fans. I don't know exactly how that's set up. I'm not familiar with Bamboo at all. So, I don't know. I'll have to check it out. Thank you very much for the 10. But yeah, he's talking about sex change servers. So Microsoft Exchange, they would cut it up and you would end up with, MSEX, M-sex exchange. I mean, it was quite creative. And you'd walk by and there'd be a whole rack of these that said sex change on them. Plus, the guy putting them in probably got really bored and very creative with the label maker.
Yeah. Where did... never mind. I don't know. I had a thought and I lost it.
Yeah.
Like trying to read and think at the same time.
Antonio from France. Hello. We come from France. You ever stop and think and then forget to start again? I did that in the 80s. Look, it's a frame.
Yeah, Derek, I think you were, right? Derek is the first channel supporter?
He's definitely the first multiple month supporter.
Yeah, like bragging rights.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was one guy that joined like instantaneously. I don't know if they stayed on, but you could make this like a helmet. You could be a robot. It's nice and light. I like the color. Fish tank. It's gonna be great.
Could we enable Steve you talking about the bragging rights or at the last live stream it was we did it we started the bragging rights the first live stream.
This is
shortly
the
before.
Third stream with basement bragging rights on it now. Yes, I believe. We're just a little over a month into YouTube memberships. All right. So now the frame's I mean, it's not squared or anything like that, but I'm happy with where the frame is. So now we can jump to like building A and B motors. So that's good. Now let me check my LDO page to make sure there is anything else I need to be aware of. Not until page 79. I don't think we're going to make it to 79 today. So we're good.
What page are we on now?
23.
What? Oh, we're moving right along.
Yeah.
No problem.
No problem. A-okay. 13 days. There you go. 3D printing hat. That's a great idea.
Well, and Derek he's gifting memberships.
Grab them up.
Thanks, Derek.
Thank you, Derek.
There we go.
That's awesome.
Jose, Ron,
Where did I put the motors
And you
at?
get a membership. And
And
you get a membership. Yay. Thank you.
I want to give everybody a card, but I want it to be like a really horrible one. You get a Pinto.
Yeah, like a gremlin. I was just thinking
And
that like a gremlin or a Yugo or
gremlin.
something.
You're welcome. What's the one that Ralph Nader, that it was blowing up? Death on the Highway or whatever it was called. Like he had a book or something. You rear-ended it and it exploded. Was it the Pacer?
Oh, no.
Somebody will know what I'm talking about. You get a Yugo. Exactly.
You get a Yugo. Like a bug. I don't know. Those rear engine.
I don't remember which one it is, but somebody will know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Pinto. It was the Pinto.
Pinto. Steve gifted 10 Chris Riley memberships.
Jeez.
You get a membership. And you get a membership.
I love that. Everybody's coming in. Pinto.
Pinto.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate that. Everybody else appreciates it too.
Thank you, everybody.
You all get these cool icons.
We're gonna have the whole chat filled up with them.
So motors, I need some pulleys of some kind. That was in the motion box. Corvair.
Yeah, I don't know.
What is this? Oh, they're bearings. They come in these cute little boxes. It's like raisins.
Jacques, am I saying that correctly? Welcome to Basement Bragging Rights. I should know. It's a derivative of my name, so I wonder if...
Corvair. Maybe, so now people are saying Corvair. So maybe that... honestly, I don't remember. I just remember it was a big thing.
Yeah.
That was before my time. I just remember hearing about it.
Yeah. Talked about food, so how's the weather? Today it's 70 and gorgeous outside, which is about on pace for that. About this time of year, that's about how it is. That's average for us this time of year. It's been warm though lately, like in the 80s.
Yeah, we had a kind of a warm snap.
Yeah, now 70 degrees. It's nice, beautiful outside. Beautiful here in the basement too, where it's always
so
sunny.
Beautiful. Only slight amounts of radon.
Sunny.
And
a balmy 67.
Only a little mutating.
Yeah.
BB says the 3D community is great. Learned a lot, and it is great. We try to keep that going as much as possible.
Everybody here's so nice. Like,
everybody's great.
At the shows and everywhere. Everybody's just nice. And it's all types, too. And I really like that. There's a little something for everybody. So.
Alright. So, inserts. So now I'm going to have to go I need to find the tools. I laid those down somewhere. Unless they're in this box. Fasteners, tools, miscellaneous. Maybe I left them in here. Aha! So in the LDO kit, you get a heated insert tool that you can attach to your soldering iron to help you with your heated inserts. There it is. Now I need soldering iron that will fit on, because I think that's the larger one. The Weller soldering iron I have on the table, the one I use all the time, is actually the slim type soldering iron. And they don't fit those tips. So I have to get the Hacko out. Find a place to plug it in where I won't blow the breaker.
Low 70s in Loveland. It was nice there.
A little chilly, but still nice. It's so dry. Oh my lord.
Yeah, I had a really hard time with how dry it was there in Colorado.
But it really does. I mean, it's cool. It's definitely chilly out, but because it's so dry, it's not so bad. But oh man.
Are there any clipper tips for beginners? Anybody's got any clipper tips?
Clipper tips
for beginners.
Don't get your finger in there. For beginners, I think that's the hardest part about clippers, getting started. After you're up and running, everything's gravy. But getting started is rough. And you know, to promote my own videos, of course, I have videos on trying to get you up to speed, like so you understand exactly what's getting ready to happen. We've tried to put together videos like that because I think that's the biggest problem. There's one tip that I could give to somebody running Clipper.
Colorado is great for keeping filament dry. Absolutely.
Heck yeah. There you go. Ajax has a great idea. Kaya will help. Google the Kaya, and they give you the commands to run it. That way, Kaya gives you menu options, and you just kind of hit 1 for Clipper, and then go to Moonraker, and then go to Mainsail, and it does all the installing for you. Honestly, I don't know how it handles the MCU flashing. I've never been that far, but maybe start there. That might be a good idea. Go with Kaya. All right, so now we are building A and B idlers, printed parts, all that good stuff. Which ones is where's? So that one. This is the moment where you find out you didn't print the right parts. So just this one has the insert in it. I gotta plug this in for the work.
Is there a Raspberry Pi image for Clipper, or is it built into their imager?
There is an image, yeah. Yeah, there's in fact, in the Raspberry Pi tool, in the Raspberry Pi imaging tool, there is a mainsail. I don't think there's a fluid image, but there's a mainsail image. That does make it easier. So yes, it's in other specific OS, I think is what it's called. And there is one that says Clipper or mainsail on it. I believe Octo Clipper is also there if you want to still run Octoprint. And I love Octoprint, don't get me wrong, but I do think the mainsail install is a little cleaner. All right. Heated insert time. And I am not the world's best insert person. They're a little bit too small for me. There's a good method of doing this. I just don't ever remember what it is. It takes a second to get in the zone.
Did it get water in the basement from the crack?
At one time, it used to leak pretty bad. Yeah. That's like the biggest. That's the biggest crack. So like, on this side, over here, this is the garage. So there's a really large slab poured up there, and the only reason why I'm telling this story is because it's pertinent to the basement as you know it. So attached onto that slab was that concrete staircase, and over time, the house shifted this way about, I don't know, probably like 3/4 of an inch. And that crack is where it separated. But that caused the staircase to fall. So it like one of the steps where it left the basement floor and the basement went this way, that's where it cracked. And that's where falling down the stairs came from. Because we had one step that was like this for years, where it had fallen in. And I did re-pour it, but because of it fell, like I couldn't raise the whole staircase. So it's just a little bit taller. And yeah, that'll cause you some serious issues if you're not careful.
Yeah, watch that second step.
Watch that second
It's a
step.
Lulu.
When I say that, I'm serious.
Well,
watch it.
Going up and going down, or going down and going up. You gotta be careful going down, But when you're going up, your foot will catch on that step because
Yep.
it's a little higher than the others. So.
That's a kind of a funny story because we put a handrail, we changed out the handrail, and I did some 3D printing for it, and we made it into a video just because I thought it was interesting. But that's probably the most angry I have ever seen someone in the comments was about how dangerous my staircase was. And he said, you're going to kill your wife and your kids because they're going to fall down this staircase. And I mean, he was very adamant about it. And I said, well, I promise that you will never have to go down those stairs. And he's like, I'm worried about your family. And I'm like, whoa, sorry, man. I didn't know this was going to hurt you so badly.
Yeah.
But thanks for looking out for me, I guess.
Yeah.
That's nice of you.
Jose, I've never fallen down the stairs in the 13 years that I've lived here. Have you ever fallen down the stairs, honey? Or like slipped, or
I've missed a couple of them before. Yes, I've never had it fall down enough where I like went all the way to the ground. Yeah. I have missed a couple on the bottom a few times.
Yeah.
I have never been injured. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Vince Wall, the stair is a different color. Like it's just plain old concrete gray, and the other stairs are green.
Yeah, the original ones were painted green.
But no, there's no safety. We just hold on to the railing, and and that's true. At least the guy cared enough to mention, he was concerned.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But man, it turned ugly quick.
It kind of got a little hostile.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to hurt the guy.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, the things that trigger some people. I mean, I understand.
He was probably a building inspector. I would say I would agree with that statement. That
sounds about right.
Yes.
Building inspectors, they're always my fave.
They take their work very seriously.
My stepfather is a health inspector, so
he takes it very seriously.
Takes it very seriously. Not that that's a bad thing, because, I want my food to be right.
Yes. Yeah, I don't want to. He does have all the inside scoop on where to go and where not to go.
Talk to that guy. You're never going to eat anywhere ever again.
Yeah. Kilroy K13. Hello. Welcome. Chat when you can. Yeah.
You guys really can't even see what I'm doing, but that's normal, so that's cool. All right.
I will say too, Jose, that I am very mindful, like if I'm coming down the stairs in my slippers or something, I'm very mindful about holding on to the railing, and I'm clumsy. So, I try to be careful.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just really used to it, right? I run up and down them all day.
Yeah.
But yes, I am always very mindful when somebody comes down here. It's like I'm paranoid that something's going to happen on those stairs.
Yeah. Well, and we've come full circle. Uncle Ron and Maker RS, boy, we've come full circle on the food discussion.
40.
What's the idea for the bed leveling sensor? Are you gonna use that ED sensor that scans the bed? I don't know.
Bed leveling sensor scans the bed. I don't know. It's a good question. Do they give you something stock on these kits? I'll have to look around at my parts.
Yeah.
I can tell you it won't be BL Touch. Somebody was saying that you need to do the clicky mod or whatever it's called.
Clicky mod?
Yeah, it's kind of like Euclid probe.
Oh.
It goes and grabs it, and it's kind of like that. There are some parts in here.
Those are just fun to watch. I don't know if they're any good or not, but
they work pretty well.
Very clever design. That last video you did with the Euclid, I don't know.
They're fun to watch.
They're kind of fun to watch, yes.
Nerf stair runners. Tap clicky others. Yeah, there's all kinds of different ones. We'll see. But I'm curious now. What's what is included in some of these kits, but I don't really. There's so many boxes. We'll find it eventually. Cable kit.
Well, all right, Andy. Have a good one. Enjoy your tea. We'll be around for a little bit.
It's tea time.
Go outside and have tea. Is that a thing? Get some sun.
Probably. What time is it here? Noon.
It's
So
noon
it's about
here, so it's
6-ish tea
6
time.
o'clock there. So sun. Got a little bit of sun left, I think. I don't even know. I don't know what time the sun sets there. You guys are a little higher than us, like further north.
Input shaping tool. I don't know. What is this? It's a spring thingy. I'm over here digging around like it's Christmas. What is this? Oh, socks. What? Inductive and clicky. I don't know. I can't find anything at the moment, so. Here's Bondtech gears. Is that the same thing? We'll see. As we build, parts reduce, I can find more stuff. That's what I keep telling myself. Okay, I need some shims. M5 ones? They give you brass shims. That's nice. Actual shims. And a 695 bearing. What are these? Those are not 695s. 695s are in the buckets.
Accent color. What did you say? The gray.
Yeah, it's black and the accent is gunmetal gray.
Gunmetal gray.
Yep.
Yeah, Steve wanted to know.
Yes.
Which I think will look pretty sharp when you.
I was kind of trying to highlight the frame. I really like the frame. Plus, I want to do like some cool lights. Like we can do lights underneath. Let's see. I don't know.
Like, is it, yeah, silver or gray? Gunmetal. And a little darker gray.
Mm-hmm.
Mike is back. I don't know if Mike. I don't know if you went away and came back or, but here he is.
Mike thinks he has a life outside of moderating streams. What is this
Get
about?
out of here. No, stay.
You have to. I kind of feel bad sometimes, like I'm forcing, because Mike is always so helpful, and I talk to Mike regularly, like not every day, but a couple times a week probably, through Twitter and chats and whatever. So Mike and I are buddies, but sometimes it's like he's so helpful. It's like you really don't have to join the stream if you don't want to. I promise. But it is always nice to have another mod, that's for sure.
It's in his contract, he says.
Something like that. Sometimes, yeah. Feels that way.
Yeah.
But he's the bestest. All right. So this is going to require multiple hands.
I gotta run upstairs real quick. You need anything?
I think I'm good. Let me flip it off the. Oh, there you go. Oh, and that made me drop stuff. She's not sorry. Oh. Anyway. So you like put the bolt in, you stack the bearings and all that stuff. It'd be better if I had a little holder. You clamp it down. Give it the clamps. And then you slide that other piece on. With tap, you get hardware kit 3040. Thanks for hanging out playing the claw machine. Still your favorite solution. Well, that's good to know. Coming from Steve, that's what we want to hear. All right, so bearings. And this goes the bolt on top. Yeah. Careful. Careful.
How's it going? What'd I miss?
You're missing me line this up unsuccessfully. Let me flip the screens. There you go. What did I miss in the chat? Two batters. Crucia, Mark IV and XLR. Very nice. Alan B, I am enjoying the load cell. It's pretty much hands off. You don't have to mess with it. And that's what I like.
Derek, have a good one. Thanks for coming.
Oh, Derek's leaving? See you later, Derek.
PF Dennis is on bragging rights. Yay.
Yay. Basement member. Cutting my hair and donating. I've been approached about that for many times over the years. I would consider it, but that would be like the end of me having long hair. I would never grow my hair out from scratch again. It was really painful. Like, it's so, I'm supposed to be like they say like I'm a professional of some kind. So that would be really interesting, being on video chats with people I work with while I'm growing this crazy hair. And it's going to come in gray this time. So that's going to make it extra awesome. But I would consider it for sure. That's a good cause.
Curly hair like yours, either you got to go real short or real long. There's just no in between. His hair doesn't get longer, it gets bigger.
Yeah, it's
you have crazy curly hair.
It's quite the animal.
Yeah. Very curly.
Maybe we do it this way.
No one touches the hair. You will lose your power. Exactly. The magic tail. We call it the magic tail. Sometimes you'll catch a few.
The ladies like the magic tail.
Yeah, they do. Caught another one.
Caught another one. All right.
There is nothing wrong with gray hair. I like it. Mike, he's turning into a silver fox. And I like it. I'm here for it.
You're weird.
What can I say? You look so distinguished.
Oh, yeah.
With
that's
your wings.
When you meet me, the first thing you think is distinguished.
Yeah, you can see on the side there. It's
Oh,
coming
man.
in on. He's getting the wings.
Getting ridiculous.
Comes in right above his ears. Coming in.
All right. We got that part. And then I need a M340. There's a 50. There's a 5. 330. Where did they go? M340.
CDs make stuff. Hello. Glenn is a basement bragging rights.
Man, everybody's
Thank you, Glenn.
Everybody's got bragging rights now.
Thanks, Glenn.
So bad. Some of these folks, I'm double dipping. They're on
Yeah.
they're on Patreon. Now they're on YouTube.
Sure if I can say it or not. Yeah, we're getting double dose from Glenn. He's a Patreon supporter. Better gray than gone. Amen to that.
I've held on to it. I was always pretty worried about that, you know, and I'm not a real vain person. Like I don't really, obviously, I really don't care. Um, but I would be a little upset if I lost my hair.
But I mean, I don't know. There's some
What are you gonna do?
nice heads.
Yeah,
Look at Patrick Stewart.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, and he yes gifted 10 memberships. PF Dennis gifted 10 memberships.
Wow.
And you
Everybody's
get a
gonna be a member.
membership, and you get a membership.
We need to come up with a new sound button for when people get
I
memberships.
know.
We need to get an Oprah clip of some kind.
Yeah.
What if we'd get sued if we did that? All right, so we got one. That took a while, but now I'm getting the hang of it, so I can do the next one real easy. Maybe.
There you go. Maker Viking is 43. He still gets to keep his hair. You know, I think by if it's gonna happen, I say this now, but if it's gonna happen, then it would have happened. So my gray is coming in slowly.
Wait a second. Did Maker Viking? You just said you were 43. You're older than I am. You look, and no offense to you. This is very much a compliment, Tom. But you look like you're 25. I thought you were a lot younger than me.
Kilroy loves being bald. Now, Kilroy, did you shave when you went bald, or did you keep the ring around the head? How'd that go for you? Or did it start with a receding hairline?
We're talking about being
What'd you
bald.
do? How did you handle
How'd you
it?
do it?
Especially at 22. How did you handle that? Most guys around here, I think, when they're real young, they just shave their head. So, but I don't know. It all looks good. You could always get a toupee.
Fine, a toupee. I would do it just to trigger that inside someone to ask me about it.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious. Just the total Costanza moment.
How are we gonna spin this back to food? There you go, Ajax. You got it.
We'll figure it out. Well, let's do it right now. What are we having for dinner?
We're gonna go to the local Mexican restaurant. We're going to Mi Hacienda tonight. They have these giant beers. Gonna have some giant beer.
I don't know what they cost, but they're worth it.
Yeah, very good. They got these great carne asada tacos. Delicious.
Well, and they were closed for like this is our one Mexican restaurant basically that we go to, and they were closed for like a couple of weeks. So now we got to go and see what the remodel was all about.
Yes,
it's big news around.
I'm looking forward to
big
it.
city.
Right. Mi Hacienda was closed for 2 whole weeks.
What the? How dare they?
They got a new sign. Looking sharp. Gotta go check it out.
There you go. Spin it right back to food. All right. Stay in there. You could if you only had the option, and this is to chat and to you, of course, but I probably know what you're going to say already. But if you only had one ethnicity of food that for the rest of your life you had to stick with it, I really honestly think Mexican food would be like if I could only go to one style of restaurant, I think Mexican food would be where it was at.
That's a tough one.
I could eat tacos 5 times a day.
Tacos are a miracle.
I screwed that up.
I don't know. Italian, maybe?
Tex-Mex for sure. Indian?
Yeah.
I don't mind some Indian food, honestly.
Little,
we don't have
barbecue.
The best Indian restaurants around here, though. All day, every day.
Pizza and pasta.
Yeah. I mean, I like pasta. Pizza's amazing, but I like pasta, but not. It wouldn't be my go-to for sure.
Barbecue. Barbecue's pretty good.
Tacos or pizza?
I don't know. You said tacos. I was gonna say Italian, like out the gate. Immediately, I thought Italian, but then you said
figured
tacos.
that's where you were gonna
and
go.
Those really are good.
I don't know. I think it'd be hard to beat tacos.
Oh, now I do like Chinese food as well. I can't. Variety is the spice of life. I will not pin down.
I will not be pinned down.
I will not alienate other foods.
I will not be pinned down to pin up tacos.
That's right. KC barbecue. That's the only kind of barbecue.
Yeah, somebody was asking about, Jack was asking about my first Voron. I have also built a switch wire back a while ago. This would be my second one technically, yes.
Earth cuisine. There you go. That would be a very safe answer. I like
Earth
that.
cuisine.
Earth cuisine.
Alrighty. Left hand just isn't good for anything. I mean, I like having it. I wouldn't want to lose it. But it shakes a little bit.
Is the food in Portugal really good, Jose? Is that what is the Mediterranean kind of? I don't even. God, my geography is terrible.
Maybe Mediterranean, but I mean
No, that'd be like Greece and.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's probably down there. It's probably a kind of like us. I mean, a little bit of multiple cultures.
Elf 310 basement bragging rights. Yay!
Lining up today. Oh yes, Mediterranean.
Yeah, right. Mediterranean. That's what I thought. So lots
what
of
do I know about anything?
Seafood and yeah. I probably would really like it.
All right, where's me toothpick? There's 2 M3 washers in this whole kit, so don't lose one. Oh, wait. Oh, there's 3. These 2 are stuck together. Maybe they're permanently stuck together. Oh, this one's gonna have 2 on it because I can't get them apart.
Hello, Jeremy. I'm finding it's a lot easier to just answer the chat as I'm reading it. I've gotten lazy now. I'm not typing.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the good part.
Yeah.
I can tell you though, like being on a live stream, doing a live stream, and then you go watch someone's live stream, it's like, oh, this is great. I can hassle this guy in chat. Yeah. I don't have to do anything. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
All right, now I'm gonna make sure that I did both of those correctly. And the next page says, make sure you did this correctly. All right, we got it. Check your work. Thank you, Voron Assembly Guide. All right, M530. 530. One of the problems with these builds is I want to do them all on the live stream, you know, so you can watch me build this thing from start to finish, because that's kind of the point. But I have a hard time coming down here and looking at this and going, well, I can just put this one part on, or I can just put that on. That won't make a difference. I'll just do this. And then the next thing you know, I didn't mean to build it. It just built itself. M516. What am I looking for again? M530. So those are 40s. M516s. What are these? 30s. The longest part is finding the parts. It's like a Lego set. It sure is.
Yes.
You have to sort your screws by size. That would make way too much sense. Then what would we do with the rest of our time?
Yeah.
All right, so this is the one with the insert. There. That's my cutout. Oh my gosh.
No hex tray. Steve Build says there's no hex tray. What's your problem?
So there's this. Those are all 695s. That. This. Warm down here.
Why are you getting hot?
Get hot in front of these lights. Eventually it starts to warm up.
Yeah.
That. One of these. And this guy. That guy. This one. All right. And this goes like so.
What now? What are hex trays? Everybody's singing their. I mean, I'm assuming that it's a little tray in the shape of a hexagon, or is it like a? To explain, what are hex trays?
I guess it's a tray shape. I don't know.
Steve, what do you
maybe,
got?
maybe that's like a special, like the Voron shape is a hex, so maybe that's like a special thing. M5 bolts are threaded directly into the plastic. Well, there's no way that is going to happen on this part.
A tray of 5 hexagons. I will, Vince. Yeah, I'll just get on. I'll Google it.
Maybe these are.
Look on printables and check it out. But it's several little hexagons making one tray. That'd be pretty clever. You can sort within the sorting. Steve designed them. Now we gotta check them out. Maybe for the next stream we'll print a hex tray.
We'll have hex trays for the next.
I'll try to remember to.
I have the wrong part.
Get you to do that. That'd be cool.
One of these things is not like the other. Upside down. So this looks right? And then it says but they are not the same part. This is the part I need.
It's a remix of someone else's design I did for my nephew RC work for Christmas a couple of years ago. Ended up using it on stream early on and everyone liked it, so I published it.
Cool.
We're gonna have to check it out. I want to see this.
We'll have a hex tray.
Print a few.
On the morrow.
Yeah.
Whee!
How long did it take to print, Steve?
On a Voron, it only takes 5 seconds.
Aha!
But I had to finish the Voron first. It's kind of a chicken and the egg thing.
Oh, there you go. And he's 75 Keg says that he puts magnets in it so the screws stay put. That's clever.
I always every time I think I'm being clever when I use a magnet tray, I ended up with a whole bunch of stainless steel screws that aren't magnetic. Yeah. Story of my life.
That sounds about right.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh.
Yeah, no.
Oh no. That didn't work at all.
Yeah. Print it on the switch wire, he says.
There you go. Set screws and some motors. Motors? Set screws. I saw them. I know they're here somewhere. There they are.
Oh, there we go. We got a link. Thanks, Mike.
Oh.
Mike, I'm looking at it. That's really clever.
Andrew, thanks for the $5. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Andrew.
And the hashtag.
Yes. That's very clever, Steve. Cool.
What else? A 3-stream build. I better hurry up.
Mm.
Really, though, I'm going to have to find a place. I mean, the frame's not a big deal. I can go sit it on the floor or something, but I'm really going to have to find someplace to organize all this stuff.
Oh, we can set it on my desk or something if you, or we can try to, I can help you clear out that behind you.
Cut cut the box down and use it as a tray or something.
There you go. That's a good idea.
Because we have other content to make. The table just can't be monopolized this long. Unless we can go without videos for a couple of weeks. Which I'd be okay with that. YouTube doesn't like it, though, I can tell you that. Our stats go right in the toilet the second you stop releasing videos.
Andrew says instead of bougie coffee fund, it should have been the frosty beer fund. That will work too.
All of these things.
Yes.
Bougie coffee fund. I like that one. Whatever, and apologies, I don't remember his name right off of hand. But I haven't heard anything. He was one of the Voron team members, but the what was it? We have Cactato coffee.
Oh yeah, we ordered some.
Yeah, I think we ordered a couple of times from him, didn't we?
Yeah. Hi, Zelda.
Zelda's here.
Hi, dear. Well, she's not in the chat. Jeremy says that she says hi.
Hello, hello, Zelda. Hello, Jeremy.
Yes. Maker Viking, thank you for coming. Catch you later.
See you, Thomas. Sorry.
Thomas.
I don't think you're particular about it, but. NABE. That's a lot of letters. Oh, it's like an actual calibration style part, so you can get the height of your pulleys right. I saw that part, though. Where did I put it? I don't remember where that went. Let me get my box of parts real quick. I'm over here now.
He's over there.
No, I'm over here. I haven't printed all the parts, but I've got a pretty good head start. I know I saw that part. Because I was thinking, what is that? Maybe not. Oh well. I'll have to deal with that later. How are we doing on time?
It is 12:30.
2 hours exactly.
Yep.
Set screws, aka the root of all issues. I believe it.
Oh, Tanner's back. Ricky.
Ricky?
He's back.
This is nothing. What's he? He's got something good?
Now he's
Get
got
my
his
tire.
tire, and now he's waiting for it to not rain so he can put the tire on. That all sounds great.
But this is in no way me making fun of Ricky Tanner, because I would never do that, because he's an awesome dude. But anytime I run into anybody named Ricky, the first thing I think of is, sorry I blew up your mom, Ricky.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that movie. Better Off Dead.
Sorry I blew up your mom, Ricky.
Sorry, I blew up your mom, Ricky. Let's see. Oh, dual 4010 or single 5015 part cooling?
Dual 4010 or single 5015. I personally would go with single 5015.
Did you find your part? Still looking for it?
No, I did not find my part.
Uh-oh.
But that's okay. It's a alignment tool that I need to print out.
Oh.
What am I looking for again? M330. I think we're gonna have to print trays and dump all this in there.
Hmm.
M330.
I
want
exactly.
I want my $2. That really shows your age right there. You're really showing your age, honey. Not me.
Those movies were great.
They were inventive.
Yeah, this is pure snow.
I like the Japanese guys that learned English by watching. They learned the English by watching The Wild World of Sports.
Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah, all around great movie.
Okay. Now I feel like we're really moving on this. We got this now.
What page are you on now?
36.
We're getting there. So he said, I think we should skip the coffee fun and go straight to the Jack and Coke fun. You'll need it to endure this build. But everyone I've seen build one says it's completion is reward alone.
Oh, there you go.
That's
of course, it's a journey.
Progress.
The Jack and Coke fun is why I haven't built this until now. M5. There's got to be one more of these.
You watched Clerks. Glenn watched. You missed that one. The movie is Better Off Dead, Glenn, and it is a John Cusack movie.
What? Who's the guy that made all those movies? What's his name again?
I can't remember. Cameron.
John Hughes.
John Hughes.
John Hughes.
That's right. Did he make Better Off Dead?
I think so. I think that's a John Hughes movie.
Yeah, I mean, he did Breakfast Club and all those other movies.
If it wasn't, it was like right in the same time as all of the John Hughes movies. Yeah. So I might be getting that confused, but not that it matters. They were
all similar.
They all had the same formula.
Well, that and like One Crazy Summer. That might have. I mean, but they all fall in that genre of. He watched Clerks though. Glenn watched Clerks the other night.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one in a long time.
It's been a very long time.
Most of the funny things in Clerk we can't talk about because it's a family-friendly channel, but there are some pretty funny moments. All right. So when is the next one of these? We've been trying to keep on the schedule of every other Saturday. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what I'm in for here, so I don't know if I should like plan on doing some side streams. It's sometimes it is good as a YouTube streamer. Sometimes it is good to do some evenings, get out of your time slot once in a while so other folks can catch you. So, and I have done that before, but we might have to do that again. I don't know.
AMJ, I had to translate. He said that don't have very much built. No, not yet. We're working on it. It's got a long way to go. Say Anything and Breakfast Club. Oh, Say Anything. Yes, of course, that one.
22.
Gross Point Blank. That was a great movie. Loved Gross Point Blank.
Which one is? I don't even recall what that one's about.
That's the one where John Cusack is a hitman and he goes back to his high school. You may not have seen it. He goes back to his high school reunion and he's a hitman. And he falls in love with
Of course.
Somebody. Is it possible to make a sleeve bushing fan stop making a grinding noise?
I saw one time I saw this video where somebody actually, and what is his name? Hold on. He did videos like 5 years ago on 3D printing, and I used to talk to him all the time. Can't remember his name now. I'll remember it like at 1 a.m. I'll give you a call. But he did a video where he actually took apart one of those fans and fixed it because it was making that same noise. I usually just throw them away and get another one. But it is possible to fix it, but I don't know the procedure. And I have a feeling if I tried, it would be broken before I got it fixed. Because they're not the easiest things to get apart. It can be done though, I'm pretty sure. Somebody in the chat might have had experience with that.
Well, somebody suggested that it probably just pitch it.
Yeah.
It's probably just trash.
Cavern 2. That is his YouTube channel name. Cavern 2. That's the guy I'm talking about. Wow. Can't believe I remember
Tanner
that.
Rick put up a link for us.
Oh, cool.
There you go. Thanks. Rebuilding a sleeve bearing fan. There you go. Thanks. Well, and Glenn Hogue says he probably just needs a little lubrication, a little oil.
Squirt some WD-40 on it. It'll be fine.
That fixes
Put some tape on it.
Duct tape.
Duck tape.
Duct tape.
Duct tape. Quack, quack.
Mm-hmm.
Beep, bop, boop, beep, bop, boop. T-nuts. For what's? Nuts for what's? Those are, I got both kinds. I got roll in and hammer type. Roll on too? You ever watch a show when you were a kid called Pete and Pete? Where it was the two red-haired brothers that they're both named Pete?
No, I did not.
It was like a Nickelodeon show. I don't think there was that many episodes. Nickelodeon had a bad habit of doing that in the early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
They would make one show, but just a couple of episodes.
Yeah.
But Pete and Pete was one of the best shows ever. I don't know why. I really enjoyed it. The older one was kind of, he like narrated the show, the older Pete. And the little Pete was really strange. Like, he had a senorita tattoo on his arm and he was like 11. But it was like unexplained. They never explained why he had this full-size senorita on his arm.
Lord.
But so his mom made him wear this flannel shirt that with the real, like, it was like a full-size man flannel shirt, so the sleeves were super long. I don't know. It was a really strange show, but good. I really enjoyed it.
I didn't really watch much Nickelodeon.
I would watch it again if I could.
You can't do that on television, I think is the list.
There you go. That's the one that had Alanis Morissette on it.
I'm sorry?
That one had Alanis Morissette on it. She was a cast member on that show.
Well, I don't remember. I know that because somebody told me or I saw it somewhere, but I don't recall when I watched it.
She wasn't on it very long.
Yeah.
The backside needs a 3 on the bottom. Jericho, he's doing an IDEX Voron in the future. Awesome. Rugrats. That was a little
it was
bit
popular. I didn't really watch it.
That was a little bit after I was my Nickelodeon days, but
cartoons. Yeah. Well, and yeah, that came a little after me.
my niece, that's kind of hard to believe, but she's now 20. She was the SpongeBob kid. Just constant SpongeBob. I knew a lot of those episodes by heart. These extrusion have really tight tolerance. These roll-in T-nuts are just not going to be the easiest things to put in. The bird that just hit a window?
Squirrel! Squirrel was pinned between the window and the deck. Scared me. He knocked on our window. He startled me.
There's a window right there.
Yeah.
Can you see it in your shot? Can you see the window at all?
Yeah, it's...
But there's a bird feeder right above that window.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get really interesting visitors in that window. I've seen quite a few different things. There was a possum in there one night.
Startled me. I thought somebody was knocking on the window.
Well, he was.
Well, kind of.
Get it in some food. That's awesome.
Oh.
I don't know. This might be the stopping point just because these are somewhat irritating. I might be able to like get a screw in there and shift them one way or another. Exactly, the bird feeder needs. She.
It does. I have to leave it empty because they will just burn through the feed. It's ridiculous. And some of them get on the feeder and then just spit out the pieces that they don't like and to get to the ones that they do. And so I have to leave it empty so that they'll clean up after themselves. And then I put feed in it. We got some really pretty birds on there. Some nice birds on there, but also get some ugly, aggressive birds too. Get a lot of starlings. Cowbird, that's the new one that I've seen, is cowbird, and they're not very pretty.
Note, 250 T-nut bars. Yep, we did that. Due to the tight tolerance of extrusions and roll-in T-nuts, it's advisable to either test fit before assembling to identify the sides of the extrusion that fit the best, or preload the T-nuts into the extrusion. I should have read that before I put it together. Well, you win some, you lose some. What do you think? So those T-nuts are going to be a little challenging to fit into those extrusions. It can be done, but it's going to take a little extra work.
Lars says I had to put all the rolling / spring nuts into the frame parts before assemble. Yeah.
That's what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
But that's okay. 21 still on the fence.
The non-pretty birds can't help it. I know. I'm a mean and discriminatory bird watcher. You're right.
We can't all be the pretty swan.
Well, I wouldn't mind if they didn't run off my pretty birds. That's what I get. The hummingbirds are here, though. I'm so happy. I love the hummingbirds. They're finally here. Got here last week.
The CAD file you can hide all. Oh, nice. That's actually a really good idea. I should do that and then get a. Oh, these are blind. I'm not gonna be able to get that out of there. I should do that and then take a snapshot of it. That would be very helpful.
No, thanks, Steve.
He's the man.
He really is.
All right, 2 hours 15 minutes. I think we've at least started the build. I think we're in pretty good shape for the day. Plus one, it's lunchtime.
It's getting to be lunchtime.
It's getting close to lunchtime. Okay, so let's call it there. I don't know when we're going to do the next one. I'll get the T-nuts sorted out for us for next time. I won't. If I do any building, it will be very slight, I promise. We'll print out some trays to keep us organized. We'll do all that good stuff. Now tear it down and correct the errors. Exactly.
Exactly. I was just thinking that's probably what we'll do.
Oh.
Euro time. No, we're having frozen pizza for lunch today. So
Pizza.
good because I'm an excellent cook.
Yeah, but it's still tasty.
Yeah, Steve. If we need, we'll give you a buzz.
Yeah, I'll let you know how it goes.
Thank you again.
We're just getting started good. I'm sure there's going to be all kinds of cool stuff we can chat about.
Yes.
All right. Thanks to everybody that joined the stream. We always appreciate you coming to hang out. Thanks to everybody that subbed. We got YouTube tips. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Always Patreon supporters and all of the new members. We've got like 30 some odd members
I know,
now.
that's so great.
Thank you all the donated memberships and everything. That is awesome. I appreciate it.
Thank you for everything. Thank you, everybody. And thanks for coming and keeping us company. That's really, just time flies for me. I don't know. He's doing all the hard work, but time flies when we're down here and we're just chatting. It's fun. So thank you.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah. On what other stream do you get people trying to line them up where one person is the top and the other person's the bottom? I mean, you just don't see that everywhere. I mean, we're highly entertaining.
Yes.
All right. So we'll see everybody very soon. We'll get this thing built eventually. I said 3 streams, but maybe 4. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we'll see you